So I asked my Discord community what is the one thing that they most often experience, and I did it in the form of a poll and allowed them to vote. And the winner of that poll, which I'm really not surprised, is the thing that everybody most often experiences is overthinking and checking for movement when it comes to their manifestations. So with this video, my intention is to help shift you out of that because I personally don't overthink or check for movement, but I know how that can feel. And when you're overthinking, constantly overthinking your desires or constantly checking your 3D, I just want to shift you, in this video to break those habits because they're just instinctual habits, in my opinion, that you have done for so long. And now it just feels like it's a part of you. It feels like it's something that just comes natural to you. It may even feel like something that you have to do. You may feel like you have to go check for movement. You have to see what's going on, or you may overthink just in general, or you're overthinking because you're checking your reality, and then that essentially is causing you to overthink. But what I want to basically point out to you is that when you are checking for movement in your reality, you are basically surveillancing your reality, and you are the seer, not the beer. So you're sitting there and watching your reality, expecting it to change and move, but your reality is a reflection of you. Your reality is watching you in a sense. Like, it's like going to the movie theater and you go to see a movie and you sit down in the theater to watch the creation, right? The creation that you didn't create, somebody else created, and you're sitting back and watching it. When you check your 3D reality, that is what you're doing. You're sitting in the theater watching the movie play out, and you're not in control, because the person who is in control of their life, the person who knows who they are and identifies as a certain version of themselves, who knows that they can have whatever they want and knows that all they have to do is make a decision, they're not sitting in the theater. They're the ones creating the movie. They're creating the visual for you to look at. So in a sense, that's what you're doing with your own reality. You're either sitting down in the theater, watching your life play out, feeling like you have no control over it because somebody or something else is creating it for you, or you're going to sit in the director's seat and you're going to create the masterpiece, and then you are going to view it from that aspect of, I did this, I created this. One of the biggest things that you can always remember when it comes to manifestation, when it comes to just you simply creating your reality, is your reality is a reflection of you. It is a mirror. It is responding to you, responding to who you are, who you are being, what you are thinking, dominant thoughts, awareness, whatever identity you're stabilized in, all of that. Your reality is responding to you. So the more you are checking your 3D reality, checking for movement, checking to see if your affirmations worked, checking to see if you got that call from your SP, checking to see if your social media blew up, checking to see if that $100,000 is in your account. Every time you go and check, you're knocking yourself out of the state of having. Because you're not going to check knowing that it's there. You're going to check to see if it is there. You're going to check to get validation from your 3D. And you don't need validation from your 3D. Your 3D cannot validate you because you're the one telling everything in your 3D to move. You're the one giving everything instructions. So you can't go and look for movement, because then the moment you're going to look for movement, you're implying, I don't have this thing and I need to see if it's here yet. So when you order something online, you order it, and 9 times out of 10, you don't constantly keep opening the app, constantly keep checking to see where your package is at. Once you order your package and you pay for it and you get that confirmation that, hey, your product is on its way, you're not constantly every 5 minutes opening up the app checking to see the updates. Now, occasionally you may check, after a couple of days or something, you may open it up just to see where it's at, but you're not constantly doing it. So why would you put in an order in your reality, basically deciding what you are going to experience, and then constantly keep checking to see if it's there. I tell y'all all the time, you don't constantly check to see if you have a phone because you know you have a phone. You're watching me right now on your phone or your computer. You're not constantly checking to see if your computer is sitting on the desk. You know your computer is sitting on the desk. You don't constantly check to see if you have all of your fingers and toes because you know that you have all of your fingers and toes. You're not constantly checking to see if you can see with your physical eyes because you know that you can see. So the things that you know you possess, that's what you have to do. That is what disables overthinking, disables checking the 3D, because you reach a stabilized state of, I know that I have this thing, because there is infinite realities. There's infinite versions of reality, but there is literally one reality, one timeline where you have literally every single thing that you could possibly imagine. Everything. That timeline does exist. That version of you does exist. But you must tap into it through using whatever techniques you like. Of course, y'all know I say this all the time. Use whatever techniques you like to help you tap into that version of you. But in this video, I want you to understand, every time you check your 3D, it is knocking you out of the state of having and back into the state of, I don't have it and I need to check to see if it's here yet. And the more you keep going back and forth, your reality is responding to you, so it gives you back and forth. That's why you may see signs and synchronicities and things that you might call a coincidence, or why is this keep happening to me, or these angel numbers, or my SP's name, or this sign. Is because you're going back and forth. And since I'm big on identity, this is the identity shift that I want you to have, okay? If you're somebody that is checking your reality all the time, constantly looking for movement, overthinking, then all of that basically implies, and this is the identity that you are holding, this is the identity that you're stabilized in when you're doing those things. You are just somebody who is watching, okay? You are identifying as a watcher, a looker, okay? I am watching my reality. I'm not deciding my reality. I'm watching it play out. I'm watching what's happening to me because I'm not in control. That's the identity that you're implying every time you do those things. So I want you to practice on stabilizing yourself in the identity of, I am the decider. I decide what happens in my reality. I decide how things are going to go. I decide what I'm going to experience. I decide how things go for me, however you want to word it, but I want you to be the decider and stop being the watcher. Because every time you restate the overthinking, the checking, all of that, you're just re-entering that identity. That's it. You're re-entering that identity, and now it seems like your manifestation is taking too long. It seems like it's moving slow. It seems like it's not working, but it's because you have not stabilized in an identity. You are stabilized in certain identities, and you can prove that to yourself. Okay? If you believe that people are nice to you and people are nice to you, that is an identity that you're stabilized in. If you have a certain career and you work at a certain place, you are stabilized in the identity that I work at this place. So stabilize the identity of, I decide how my life goes. I create my reality. Decide that, okay? Decide that you are the creator. You're not the watcher sitting in the stands watching the movie play out. No, you are the director. You are the creator. You are the one putting it all together. I want you to remember this. Checking doesn't make anything come faster in your 3D. It's not going to make it move any faster. Every time you check, it probably seems like it's slowing things down. Checking does not make things move faster. It, in my opinion, just holds it stagnant. It holds it in place. Your 3D is not responding to that. And that's why it seems like it's taking forever. Your 3D responds to authority. Your 3D responds to decisions, like unwavered decisions that you just with conviction that you can just decide on. That's what your 3D is responding to. So the person who is checking, looking, overthinking, oh my gosh, it's not working. Where is it at? Let me go check my phone. Let me go check my bank. Let me go check on this person. Let me go check my health. No, your 3D is not responding to that. Your 3D is not moving because of that. Your 3D moves when you decide how it's going to move. If you say something is going to be a certain way, if you say somebody is going to do something, if you say that you're going to have a certain thing, decide that and don't think nothing else. And here's what I want y'all to do. I want y'all to practice this for the next 7 days. Okay. I want you all to practice this. Let's do a 7-day challenge of maintaining and stabilizing the identity of having what you want. Everybody is manifesting something. I know everybody has either one specific thing that they're manifesting or multiple things. But what I want you to do for the next 7 days is I want you to stabilize the identity of I have it. Okay. So if you're an overthinker, how are you going to combat overthinking? The moment you catch yourself. So what this is going to require for the next 7 days is self-awareness and mindfulness. So once you catch yourself about to start overthinking, what am I overthinking for? I already have my desire. What am I overthinking for? It's already done. What am I overthinking for? I already got the money. What am I overthinking for? I'm already with my SP. Why am I even about to overthink? I already have what I want. That's how I want you to respond to those overactive thoughts, and just sit there and repeat it until you feel calm inside. Because overthinking causes your body to feel stressed and anxiety and panicking, and it's all a manifestation from your thoughts. That's it. So we're going to end that cycle. We're going to break that cycle by responding in a different way. Use the I already have it mentality to combat overthinking kind of thoughts. Now, if you are a 3D checker and you're going to check your 3D, if you go and check your 3D and you catch yourself that you're checking, tell yourself that you have it. Tell yourself that it's there. If you're going to check to see if your SP messaged you, yes, they absolutely did. They're blowing up your phone right now. If you're going to check to see if there's money in your bank account, oh my gosh, the money just finally deposited. Oh my gosh, the money is in my bank account. Oh my gosh, look at how much money I have. If you're going to check, imply that what you want is already there. Because when you do that, your subconscious, what you're implying to your subconscious is, I have it. Not, I'm still looking for it. Where is it at? Because when you imply to your subconscious that I have it, your subconscious has to give you more experiences to prove that you have it. But every time you go check and then you allow that checking and it not being there to dictate how you're going to start thinking, moving, and acting, and now you start spiraling and overthinking and wavering and dwelling in the I don't have, your subconscious is not going to argue with you. Your subconscious is going to be like, oh, okay, we still don't have this thing. Cool. Let me continue to give you experiences where you don't have it. That is it. So again, for the next 7 days, stabilize yourself in the identity of having what you want. So combat those overactive thoughts, combat you checking for the 3D. No matter what pops up, you already have what you want and it's already done. Period. Maintain that for the next 7 days. If you're in my free Discord community, let's check in with each other. I have a section, a channel specifically for challenges. So I'll make a post in there for you all just to remind you, and I'll throw some affirmations in there just to remind you of what the challenge is for. If you want to join the Discord, it's free. The link is in my description. And I want y'all to literally practice this, okay? Because so many of you I see are overthinking and checking your 3D. And when you have what you want, there's no reason for you to go check. When you have what you want and you know that you're the one who decides if you get to have it or not, there's no reason for you to overthink, worry, doubt, fear, nothing. You just have not identified as this version of yourself yet, probably ever in your entire life. You've probably always identified as somebody who doesn't get what they want, who panics, who worries, whose reality shows them the opposite of what they want. And that's because that's the identity that you've held for so long. Now it's time for you to let go of that identity. It's time for you to be who you naturally are, who you've been this entire time. And that is the version of you who always gets exactly what they want. Think about it. You've always gotten exactly what you were implying, okay? You have always gotten what you have implied. So if you have implied that things don't go your way, that is exactly how things played out for you. If you have implied that life is hard, then that is exactly how things have played out for you. If you have implied that you're so lucky, that's how things have played out for you. So you've always done this. Things have always gone your way. It's just, it was perceived as, this isn't what I want. It was still going your way. It was just not in a way that you wanted. So now it's time to experience everything that you want. No overthinking, no questioning, no doubting, no checking for movement. And if you are a movement checker, manifest in steps. There is literally nothing wrong with manifesting in steps. It can remove resistance. It can remove doubt, worry. It can remove all of that because you can manifest in steps. And as you see those things manifesting, it boosts your confidence. It shifts you into the identity of, oh, I know I can do this. I know I can have what I want. I know I create my reality. That's what you want. Okay. So manifesting in steps is not a bad thing. If y'all need a full video on that, let me know. I will make it. Other than that, if you have any questions or comments for me, please leave them down below. I really intend that this video helped you, shifted you in some type of way. If you're interested in joining my membership, I have shifted it and changed it into a group coaching kind of setting. So we have live stream Q&A every month. We have a Q&A video, 30-day challenges. If you're in tier 2, we do like a theme and I give you a list of affirmations and a journal prompt. And then we have a private Discord community as well, and plus some other good benefits. So if you're interested in that, the link is below. Just make sure you don't join through Apple or Safari and do like Chrome or Firefox as your browser because they're taxing on Apple. Other than that, if you watch this video until the end, I appreciate you so much, and I will see y'all in the next video.